What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Make sure to like and sub, and let's get into this. After covering a week of essentially Xbox announcing exactly how they're going to ensure the destruction of their company by doubling down again on these DEI ideology and initiatives and introducing their global framework for inclusion, blah, blah, blah. Elon Musk has been talking about a lot of these. He's talked about Black Girl Gamers. He's talked about Sweet Baby Inc. And of course, he's talked about Xbox and their stupid little inclusion that they're adding that has pissed off everyone. Well, now a video game outlet is claiming they will be in trouble. They will. Shout out to Park Place, who was one of the first websites threatened to be sued. They got a cease and desist letter from Black Girl Gamers. And this, let's go. Video game outlet Niche Gamer took to social media to claim it would be punished by PR firms working for video game developers. Sound familiar? If it covers Elon Musk criticizing Xbox's global product marketing managers, recent comments about gamers. And yes, that's of course several community managers, but the least of which is Kelly Lombardi, who basically came out and was like, where the non-white men at? Because you don't like us. None of us like straight white men, if you've caught on to their their rub yet. Back on March 27th, Kelly Lombardi, Xbox's global product marketing manager, posted on X, raise your hand if you're not a white man and you buy video games. She added, no hate to white dudes, just another day in the gaming industry that minorities have to fight to prove they exist. And then there's her original. And then I love someone named Savvy Artist hit here. Why did you feel the need to phrase the tweet like this? Why can't you just say, raise your hand if you like games? Are you aware the largest demographic of gamers is Asian and not white men? What fight is happening today? And then, as we always point out, where she says, here, Savvy Artist points out, are you aware the largest demographic of gamers is Asian? Well, in these DEI communities and the grifting, they consider Asians to be white people. They also consider to be Jews to be white people. So their Overton window on who they consider the white man is getting larger and larger. And as noted by YouTube, Veridark, Lombardi deleted the post explaining, I deleted my last tweet because it was poorly worded, lacked context, and didn't accurately reflect how I feel. Well, then why post it to begin with? The gaming industry is incredibly diverse. The more voices we have creating, watching, and playing games, the better, she continued. There's room for everyone. That's right. There is room for everyone. There always was. And it wasn't until you nutters came in trying to change everything, and then we pushed back, going, you're not letting us in. Uh, Musk reacted. And so here's the crux. Musk is reacting to all of these. Musk reacted to Lombardi's first post, writing, it should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys. And it should not be acceptable for them to be racist and sexist against anyone. Niche Gamer took to X to explain why they would not be covering Musk's post on its website. The outlet posted, while we do agree with the base sentiment of gaming companies overplaying their hands per se, unfortunately, we can't cover this particular story or more stories like it without potentially getting punished by the PR firms hired by those same game companies who we have to rely on to get access to. So basically, even though we're supposed to be the news, we can't report the news to you because then they wouldn't talk to us anymore. And boy, I feel like we've heard this exact same thing before on the entertainment side. We can't talk about this movie or criticize this movie because then we wouldn't get this is just a common practice. And honestly, then you shouldn't be in the industry. You shouldn't be in the industry because a lot of these, let me start again. The outlet posted, well, we do agree with the base sentiment of gaming companies overplaying their hands per se. Unfortunately, we can't cover this particular story or more stories like it without potentially getting punished by the PR firms hired by those same game companies who we have to rely on to get access to video games for reviews and coverage purposes, ranging from smaller devs to mid-size operations to even AAA game companies and publishers alike, because a lot of those same PR people support the people who hold these similar views, like what Elon is referring to here. We're already having significant issues and experiencing roadblocks regarding getting access to AAA titles because we have covered the Sweet Baby Inc. stories alone. It's quite unfortunate, the outlet concluded. Yeah? Well, in a follow-up post explaining their decision to the outlet, explaining their decision. We made this post last night because we are fed up of the status quo. To anyone saying we're bending the knee, this post to say we're not. Making that post will already irritate the people because causing us issues, and it's time to stop. We stopped placating them. We're committed to free expression. I mean, this is nice. Okay. We're committed to free expression, enthusiast press. That means we want people to make and play the games they want to play, and we want to share the news you care about. That's what we stand for, and that's what we're going to do. Hey, all right. You got my support on that. Interesting. Varadark reacted to Niche Gamer's original post, writing Xbox, PlayStation, Warner Brothers Games, Square Enix, Capcom, Ubisoft, Bandai Namco, Amazon Games companies I've received denials from for game codes. Most of these give codes to creators with reaches far smaller than mine. She continued, so why deny me? I criticize their business practices. Have I stopped live streaming games? No. Have I stopped covering the ridiculous things these companies do? No, because I just run their roadblocks over. By saying anything negative about them, you're on their shit list. Even a statement like this will get you kicked out of their sphere. I'm only successful and able to stream so many games plus cover so many topics because of my amazing audience, and it's always the audience shout out. It would never be worth it in a million years to go against who supports me for a few codes or press releases. And that's the bigger thing. Never betray the audience. Never betray people that are supporting you. And yeah, shout out to Vera Dark. She was on Geeks and Gamers and everyone loved her. She was on Geeks and Gamers in the morning, and everyone loved her. Here we go. Jeremy Griggs of Geeks and Gamers also reacted, writing, "This is a strange response that ultimately won't help them keep access. Bottom line, if you bend the knee in any capacity, they own you forever. Either shill for the access and stay quiet, or call the bullshit out and live with being called a racist and sexist like we do. The fans will figure out who's authentic and who is fucking fat." If you take nothing away from this entire article, and you want to know how some dude who just started streaming 3 months ago has almost 3,000 subs, it's that fucking line right there. The fans will figure out who's authentic and who isn't. That's the name of the game right there. Authenticity is the only thing that sells right now. I don't give a shit how bad your takes are, as long as you actually believe in them. Thankfully, Jeremy believes in all his bad. No, Jeremy has great takes. And yeah, shout out. He did have Vera Dark on, and she was really good on Geeks and Gamers in the morning. Vera Dark and Griggs are correct. These tactics only work if you allow them to work. Nevertheless, even if one is subjected to them, one should stand for the truth. St. Paul writes in his letter to the Philippians, it's fine, we'll write it, we'll read this. Only conduct yourselves in a way worthy of the gospel of Christ, so that whether I come and see you or am absent, I may hear news of you, that you are standing firm in one spirit, with one mind, struggling together for the faith of the gospel, not intimidated in any way by your opponents. This is proof of them of the destruction, but of your salvation, and this is God's will. He concludes, for you to have been granted for the sake of Christ, not only to believe in him, but also to suffer for him. Yours is the same struggle as you. Basically, don't stop saying the truth, I believe, is what that message was supposed to be. What do you make of Niche Gamer admitting that they will be punished if they report on Elon Musk's criticizing of Kelly Lombardo, or really if they comment on any of the Sweet Baby Inc., Black Girl Gamers, any of these DEI pushes? Yeah, you will probably lose your special access. This is the same thing we've been saying to the John Campias who give their horrible little good reviews because they get their shitty gift bags and they don't want to lose their access, so they attack all of us, keep their mainstream. No different than what's going on right now, and you have to break free of them. And yes, as noted here, your audience, if you are authentic and you are real and you keep coming, they will keep coming for you. Let me know what you think of this. Elon, man, every time he comments on something, it is a boon. It is a boon. I'll tell you that. Let me know what you think of this. Be sure to like, share, and sub. If you've done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you.
Well, bye.